The forlorn was cold to the touch, different to the others. The stranger spoke. "Thank you for coming to help. I can't let another in right now." Ember shared a moment with the forlorn and hoped they would find what they needed. The painting was the same as Ember had seen before. Two embers shone clearly in the daylight now, their journey ahead. A lost message was inside. Our music crafts our path, bridging over any we pass. My companion's hand clutches mine. We dart like fireflies through the swamp. Well now, we've been looking everywhere for you. Ooh, fun, over the wall they goes. Hope you have a good excuse for running off, Scab. Ember's heart sank. Ember told the birds about all they had seen in the marsh, pleading for their help. Save your made-up stories for the Forest King. Oh yes, tell the lies to the king. Ember felt nervous standing before the king again. Frustrated, the Forest King said, "Poor tired Ember, where did you go? You must rest now. You give false hope. Try and fail and hurt. This is all that..." Ember could feel the Forest King looking right through them. "This end, there no more. Why not stop? Let go of this. You must stay. No more foolish hope. Last chance. Take key now. Make sure gates are locked. Let no more in. Let no more out." Ember took the key. What choice did they have? Yeah, this really is your last chance. Don't betray the Forest King again. The crossroads gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it. eagerly Ember left the birds behind, glad to be free. The traveller whispered. Used to be a river all round. Watched the birds build the dam night and day. Took them forever. They had no clue what they were doing. It was hilarious. It was a dock, but the water wasn't high enough to use it. It was an abandoned boat, sadly stranded in the mud. Ember was at the entrance to a dark cave. The smell of stale water oozed out, like it had once been flooded, but now was bone dry. It was a Gordian knot. Impossible to untie. Ember needed something sharp to cut it. The forlorn was not the same as the others. Flint, the stranger, spoke. I'm not ready to let go of how I'm feeling. With regret, Ember moved on. Excitedly, the stranger said, "Look, it's Ironclaw." "Friend, this crab is the terror of the marsh. Together we can trap him. I've got a plan. Been waiting for someone to help. You help me, and I'll help you. Try lowering the crab over here with the chum in that bucket." Crab is all yours. Didn't plan any further than this. Look at that claw though, friend. Could do some real damage. Inside was a scrap of journal. Less and less grows here. I dare not go in the caves alone. The spiders whisper. Their cobwebs glitter. I am not sure I am ready. Ember thought of the pigs from the marsh. Someone had tightly sealed the dam's mouth. Ember wondered what secrets it might spill. The stranger pondered. I just wanted to fix things, to help get the water flowing again. But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. The bellows breathed life into the fire beneath the boiler. But it would take more air to fully soak the fire. Oh, that did something. I think there's one more of those valve things. You did it. I hope we don't get in trouble for this. What a satisfying rush the dam waters burst. Ember really did hope they wouldn't be in trouble. With everything flooded again, Ember wondered if now they could reach the entrance of the cave. the Wanderer's Diary. Frogs play at the feet of fallen statues. Simple, splashy, happy little hoppers. They seem content in the home they've made. Freed from the mud, the boat looked inviting. The boat was a perfect fit for Ember. It felt like they were on the right path at last. Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. The earth resists my wishes. The lanthorn will not answer when I blow. I must be rid of it. I hide the wretched instrument deep in a riddle. The passageway was dark and eerily silent. Ember wondered why the dam had been blocked. There was a lens on the wall. It looked dull in the darkness. There was a space in the frame for something to fit. It looked like the crystal could be turned, but the handles were retracted. As the gate opened, what was the gate keeping locked away? Amber uncovered a journal entry. I dock my boat at the final harbor. Soft drips dripping over slick black rock. Something hisses from the dark. Ember had found another unlit campfire at the heart of the cave. The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." This is the cave of regret. Fear would not allow hope to find a perch here. You must not lose hope, or you too will turn forlorn. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Not far from this campfire, a path runs north. Where the pathway ends, a forlorn lies helpless. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. The snake is drawn to the light. They are not so fearsome after all. I think they mean no harm. It was a dock, but there was no boat. The stranger was tired of pretending. They'd never have made it on their own. fortune had always favored them. Had they deserved to make it this far? The stranger spoke simply. Thank you. The stranger was wary, coiled and tense. The dark had gifted them friends in the past. The dark had stolen much more. Would this new light do the same? stranger whispered, "I'm so tired. Do you know the way?" It looked like the crystal could be turned, but the handles were retracted. A shadow moved in the distance. Ember hoped that it was a trick of the light. The spindle was missing a handle, so Ember couldn't turn it. The creature's body slithered between the rocks, seeming to never end. Terror gripped Ember suddenly. Fear overwhelmed them. splintered plank was all that remained of Ember's boat. They sat for a moment, and perhaps the Forest King was right. There was no hope here. A discarded builder robot. The poor thing was rusted in place. The builder's thoughts were stuck in a loop, turning slowly to rust, only the echoes for company. Disconnected gears in their head turning round and round. Each unshared moment went the same. Lost and uncared for was a dim glow. The years of loneliness had warped the builder's feelings. Perhaps they should be alone. Time spent with others felt like a false memory. Soundless days measured piece by piece. Who's there? I can't see. It's dark. I'm ever so afraid. Keep talking to me, please. Aye. The feathered ones did this to me. It's been so long since I've seen anyone. Since I've talked to anyone. I can feel the warmth of the sun on it. An outside place. It's okay if you don't want to help. But it would be so nice to see what you look like. It was wonderful to meet you. Don't forget me, please. The others never came back. builder took a moment, as they tried to focus their eye on the So that's what you look like. I don't know what I expected, but you have a kind face. Sorry, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just been so long since I've seen anyone. I've never been good at talking to others. You seem different, somehow. Wait, how did you get here? That doesn't sound right. The snake doesn't want to hurt anyone. Don't listen to what the bird... The snake is just drawn to the light. It was probably the builder seemed to have an idea. You know, maybe I can help you. This is so exciting. This is what I was made for. It's been so long since I made something for someone. Ember watched in amazement. Could I get your input for a moment? The scraps of broken wood and metal were being transformed. Could I get your input for a moment? Whatever the builder was making was nearly ready. I really hope you like. Sorry, it's a bit rough around the edges. It's definitely seaworthy. You hate it, don't you? Ember stood in stunned silence. That is such a relief. Really warms my pistons. I'm so happy. Oh no. I'm not... Well, that's very kind of you. Truly, I would if I could. But if you see any others, perhaps ask them to visit the builder. Ember would come back if they could. Perhaps the builder just needed more time. The bolt was a little unconventional, but Ember already loved it. spindle was missing a handle, so Ember couldn't turn it. A tremendous, terrifying shape slithered from the shadows. The snake's body coiled around the forlorn like a scaly shield.